Our next guests are from the Coarsegold Peddlers Market. How's it going?
Great.
Now, your name is?
Diane Bolin.
Diane Bolin, and you brought with you your daughter?
Chrissy Bolin.
Chrissy Bolin. Now, every time you go up to Oakhurst or Yosemite, you drive through Coarsegold, and this is the place that has the teepee, right?
Right,
right. On the left-hand side when you're going up.
The whole left-hand side, you bet.
How long have you had that?
30 years, 1984.
And how did you end up with it?
You don't want to hear that story.
Now I really want to hear that story. How did you end up with it?
I brought my kids up out of the Bay Area, and the place was for sale, and my ex-husband and I bought it, and it was a huge, big bar and restaurant, the world-famous Coarsegold Inn, when we bought it. And
that property right there?
Right there. The entire parking lot, the vacant parking lot now, was the building. The structure was there. It was arsoned in 1989.
It was arson? Someone actually burned it down on purpose?
On purpose.
Why?
Little insurance, and then there was a romantic scandal behind it. So.
Well, wait a minute. You said ex-husband. Was it you?
Of course
now,
not.
the Coarsegold Inn isn't there any longer, but you've turned it into this really cool village.
Well, what happened was that I wanted to get out. We were running the restaurant and the bar and couldn't get out.
A lot of work.
Yes. So in 1985, I wanted antiques. So we started, put a little ad in the paper and started getting vendors to come up so I could buy things to decorate with, and it just started growing from there. When the inn was burnt, there wasn't enough insurance money to rebuild, so I started the Peddlers Market.
But you got this killer piece of land right there. Now, you moved from the Bay Area as a teenager?
No, I was 2.
You were 2 years old.
I don't remember the Bay Area.
So you grew up there and you love it. You love it up there.
Yeah.
But you don't remember it really with the hotel and the inn, do you?
I remember the inn. Yeah, I can always say I grew up in a bar and a restaurant. Made me who I am today.
Nice. Now you guys are having these antique shows. You're having a big one coming up.
The big one. We have the largest antique show in Madera County, and it is the 23rd to the 26th of this month, and it's always Memorial and Labor Day.
Nice.
Right, and we bring in about 100 different vendors from all over, all kinds of things, just wonderful furniture, and we've got some things here that we brought in. But
let's look at some of the things you brought.
Okay. Shall I?
Oh, what is this?
This is an antique Indian doll that was purchased. I bought it years and years and years ago. You can.
How old is it?
Oh.
It's really scary looking.
Yeah, my grandchildren just said,
it's weird because their eyes are looking off the side over here. But it doesn't matter which way you turn it, it's still looking at you. And it's got the papoose on the back right here, right?
She's wanting to know if you had anything to do with that.
Okay,
wow.
Take this.
Take it away. Take it away. And just all kinds of interesting things, like a straight edge razor in the cup, and
well, you probably wouldn't want to use the straight edge razor any longer.
A little rash on your legs.
But probably a little bit of something else too.
So depending on what you're looking for, we have all kinds of things, and I know men are really interested in finding old tools that are made in America, and you'll find those out there. And
what are some of the weirdest things that you've seen?
Probably that doll.
And you just had to go buy it, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
And you had a vise over there that looks really, really old too. Why don't you just hand that over real quick?
Okay,
that's real light.
See my buff arms?
That's
there you
it
go.
Right there.
And you can tell it's got stamped "Made in America," all kinds of old tools, implements.
And if you oiled this thing up, it'd probably work just
fine.
fine.
I think it has one of those things that spins on it. You just don't find.
The vice screw, right?
Sure.
Isn't that what it's called? The vice screw.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, if you name it, we'll call it that.
But it does need a little bit of oil, but it is turning. Very cool.
Okay.
Now that's on Memorial Day weekend.
On Memorial Day weekend, we start setting up and open up on Friday. We go through Monday. So if you're working, you happen to be somebody who has to work during the weekend, we're there for you on Monday.
Nice.
We have great food, all kinds of food.
Ooh, let's talk about the food. What kind of food?
Oh, snow cones and tri-tip and, the typical Indian tacos, just fabulous Indian tacos.
What is an Indian taco?
It's this great fry bread they make, and the recipe is, you have to be an Indian.
It's with the ones they cook on the rock.
Right, and well, I don't see many rocks there, but they fry it up. They fry it up, and then there's this great meat and salsa and lettuce, and it's just yummy. It's
Man, it
it's a
sounds
whole
like that.
meal.
It's worth it just to go for those
Oh,
Indian tacos.
People do.
Now,
do.
is there entertainment going on?
We'll
Anything?
have music Friday night, and starting at 5 o'clock at the Coarsegold Grill, and that's the little restaurant that used to be the Bath House, the original Bath House. And they have the best ribs ever, hamburgers, and just really good food, excellent food.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let me see that flyer over there. It's Friday through Monday, May 23rd through the 26th, 4 days, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, the vendors that you're having, are they the same vendors all weekend?
All weekend they'll be there.
But so the real smart thing to do would be to be there at 8 o'clock on Friday.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And see everything before it starts getting picked through.
You go 8 o'clock on Friday to get the really good buys, and then you hang out and come back on Monday. And if it's big and they haven't sold it and you really wanted it, you can make some great deals.
Oh, really?
Right.
A little inside information for you right there. It's 7 acres?
It's 7 acres of parking. We do charge $3 for parking. A portion of that goes to the caring veterans and the Kiwanis, and the rest of it pays for the lease of that land.
Awesome.
And that ticket is good for all 4 days.
Looks fun, and it says music at the Miners Grill.
At the Miners Grill.
Okay. Well, ladies, thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you.
up.
Thank you.
I always wonder about this place when I drive by it. Now I know. Super
Right.
cool.
Well, we're open 7 days a week. We have all kinds of stores that are there 14 days, and 14 different artist shops and antique stores and the
We'll talk
restaurant.
about the stores. What kind of stores?
Well, this necklace, I have a gal that, Robin, she does all handcrafted jewelry. And we've got a gal called the Chicken Coop, and anything you think that has to do with chickens. They make bird feeders and a lot of really talented artists there. And you can gold pan.
Nice.
So,
And what do you like to do up there?
Everything. I like to eat.
Yeah.
And I like to shop. City Chicks is one of my favorite stores that's in that village, and drink coffee.
We have Xander's Coffee, really good coffee. I know you have coffee people too, but come up, just have a coffee, walk around, sit under the old shade trees. Just come and visit us.
Sounds like a good time. Thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you.
by.
Thank
I'll be
you.
up there on Memorial Day weekend. We'd like to see you up there too. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on The Buzz. Macarena?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.